Hello everyone. In this video we'll learn how to use brush tool to make interesting side plan with interesting trees. This video will be useful for architecture students for preparing good presentation drawings, especially a good side plan. And when you have less time, you can quickly make these trees of different sizes using the brush tool. I generally make site plan from the SketchUp model itself, especially for competitions when you have less time. This technique will be very useful. So the first step um, is to make a tree drawing. So for making a tree drawing, let's choose select tool. Right click on the select tool. Select the circular selection tool. Draw a circle. Hold shift so that it maintains the proportion. Right click on the circle and click stroke. So 10 pixels is not sufficient. Maybe we can increase the size of the stroke as 15. Yeah, this would be better. Yeah, so there are many ways of representing a tree in architectural presentation drawing. So I'll do one of the way of how we can draw a tree. For this, click at a point, and when for the line to be formed, hold shift and press on the second point. That is how you draw a line. So let's make a tree drawing in Photoshop first of all. Then we'll make this into a brush. For brushes, generally there has to be a white background with a black color object, so that this brush can be used with any color. Now the black can be changed to some other color and used as a brush. Yeah, now the brush, we have drawn a tree drawing. Now let's make this into a brush. Go to select tool, select the drawing which we want to make a brush, then go to edit, define brush and click OK. So now this has become a brush. Now we can delete this because we have already stored the brush in Photoshop. So now so if we have to continuously mark these trees on the drawing, what we can do is just simply select the brush which we just created, which will be in the last in the brush list, and we can simply draw trees like this. But now we need a certain gap between the trees, and also the certain size of the trees. The size has to be changed because not all the trees are the same size. So for that, go to brushes, select the brush which we just created, click the brush tab. There you can see our selected brush. Go to brush tip shape and increase the spacing between each stroke of the brush we are going to give. So now when we are drawing a line with this brush, a certain spacing is given between the brushes. So in the same way like we have done it earlier, hold shift and draw lines. We can do this in a better way. Now let's go to shape dynamics. there is something called size jitter. Increase the size jitter so that there will be a change in each change in size of each tree we are drawing on the site. The same thing can be done with angle jitter. The angle of the tree would change, so it looks more natural when we see it on the site. Yeah, so select the brush tool, hold shift and draw lines and mark all these trees. So in this way we can make faster presentation drawings. The same thing can be done with the pen tool. In a curve, whatever organic shapes we want, we can create paths and do the same thing with the pen tool. The pen tool, the shortcut is P. Create a path. Create a path, right click, then stroke path. Make sure the brush you're selecting is of the same color, is of approximate size, and press OK. Then press escape to remove the path which is drawn. The same way you can continue for the entire site. Yeah, that's how you use brush tool to make interesting trees in a site plan. Thank you.